What is up, you guys? We're going to get into some of the best tools if you want to start motovlogging.
It goes like,
If you guys want to start motovlogging and you're like me, you want to look for something that's very reliable, but also cost efficient. And I think the setup that I use kind of optimizes those things. So we'll start with, I always use a GoPro Hero 10 on my videos. There's no filter on it, so I don't have ND filters. I do it all in post. I end up doing color grading. I use Filmora currently. I'd like to get into Premiere Pro, but right now that is the video editing software that I utilize. I utilize a Zoom H1N external microphone, a Purple Panda. This is my spare mic. I have the, my actual one's installed in the helmet, but I use a Purple Panda lav mic. And when you guys get it, you have to make sure that you plug in the adapter before plugging into your GoPro. And this one with my GoPro has the media mod. In that case, it has a plug for the microphone right there. So that's what I run for that. And then I have my Insta360. That's a more recent edition, but that one is great for my outros. And then if anything were to happen that I'm not able to capture on this thing. Now, my most recent edition is this DJI Osmo. This one, I use my iPhone for all my B-roll. So for me, this was kind of the perfect choice. I didn't have to spend another, $500 for something with another camera on it whenever I had a perfectly good camera on this thing. So that's what I'm filming with right here. And I'll jump into showing you guys what I use to mount this stuff to my bike. So first with the GoPro, I use this almost like a J hooked mount. I believe I got the kit off of Amazon, just a whole bunch of different accessories for a GoPro, and that just screws into there, and I run it fully retracted like this, and that slides into my chin mount. I'm not sponsored by them, but they make some really cool stuff. It's just 3M mounted to the helmet, and they have basically every helmet in their database that you're able to purchase and just stick it on, and it gives a great point of view. This is a Scorpion Exo R1 Air, or however they put it, but I have you can see, I actually put some double-sided tape on the outside for that adapter I was talking about, and my microphone lives right there inside here. And I use a Cardo to communicate with friends and stuff, but that's not relevant to motovlogging. Next, I have an Insta360 handlebar mount. That's what this is right here, and it actually threads right into the bottom of the 360 cam and keeps it super secure. This is just a simple mount off Amazon. I think it's like 20 bucks. And it just screws in like that, and it keeps it extremely secure when I'm riding around. That's it. I mean, for a total of I don't even think all of this together is $1,000, especially now that the Insta X4 comes out, because that's just an X3. So they're probably cheaper with those. That's just a Hero 10. And then the Purple Panda mic's like 30 bucks. The Zoom H1N is a very cheap external mic. And then the Osmo was like 100 and some bucks. So you don't need a crazy helmet either. The one I got was just because I wanted something a little more premium.
As you can see, it's a very simple setup, and I'm actually going to show you guys some of the stuff I do ahead of time to ensure that the quality is as good as it can be. For my external mic, I use a Zoom H1N, as I mentioned, but what I do when I put it in my backpack, because I put it in my backpack to get the exhaust sound a little more clear, I currently have my gain, as you can see here, set to about 3. It seems to be the sweet spot for it. And we have a dead cat on it, so that takes out some of the wind noise. But what I do is, I'll go through my little procedure here. I turn on the mic. I have it set to 96K 24-bit, and then I just hit record. And the batteries on these, they're AAAs. They last quite a while, so I just put that in first thing. I have an extra set of long johns that I use, and I just roll it up, just to act as an additional barrier against wind noise. And I'll slap that down in my backpack. And I always make sure to face the dead cat the way my exhaust faces to get a little more sound. As for the GoPro that I'm filming on right now, I'm going to give you guys the settings on the screen here of everything I use and the resolution that I shoot in. And I will say, when you're motovlogging, one of the best things I use is earplugs. I buy a large pack of them at Walmart, very cheap. Not only do they save your ears, but they can actually help you hear yourself talk better, so that you're able to enunciate and make sure that your viewers are able to hear what you're saying. The thing I didn't show because I was filming on it is I just have a simple iPhone 15 Pro Max that I shoot on for my B-roll. I shoot in 4K 60 FPS, and I slow the footage down to half real time so that it's nice, it's a little smoother. I just got that gimbal, so that helps too, but anything I can do to make it as smooth as possible. Really, that's all I do. The Insta360 is a given. It's just 5.3K in 360 mode. That's just the max you can do. And actually with this thing, one thing I advise you guys, do not buy batteries off Amazon. There's multiple videos where I've taken and shown that the batteries that I bought off Amazon for this do not work. It cuts out, it corrupts footage, not worth it. So that's why I thought this would be a perfect video to make today, because we're actually going to ride to Best Buy and get a new OEM battery so I can have two, which I have two Amazon batteries, but again, I'm not using those anymore. So let's take a ride and get on the road. Thing's going to be a bit loud in the garage here, so we'll take it out to the end of the driveway here. Man, I love this time of year. Gorgeous weather, gorgeous views. Going to Best Buy to get another battery for this thing. If you guys want to start motovlogging, now's the time to do it. We're going to get into why I enjoy it so much and why you might as well. So not only does this open up an entire world of possibilities for footage to be used while riding your motorcycle, but it also acts as kind of a safety for you. I mean, if you have cameras constantly rolling, if you, heaven forbid, ever get into any accidents, this would be great proof to show whether you were or were not involved in the incident. I mean, obviously, if you're showing the footage, you probably were not the cause of it, because I wouldn't think that you would incriminate yourself. But I encourage everybody to start motovlogging. Everybody that I see that's like, oh, I thought about it, but I'm not sure, just do it. You don't need much. You literally just need a GoPro and a mic and a bike. That's it. 3 elements. And then, okay, maybe more, because you need a computer that you're able to actually edit stuff on, but you don't need anything crazy. The laptop that I edit on isn't anything crazy. I think I got it was less than $1,000. It's a gaming laptop, so it has the GPU that's able to handle that kind of stuff. But I absolutely encourage you guys to get into it. I'm still learning a ton of stuff as I go. I mean, I'm relatively new to this, so being able to experience it, you know, learn new things, kind of have fun with it is kind of the best part of it. And obviously there are different camera options. I made a video about GoPro maybe not being the best option, and I stand behind that. I think maybe the DJI option, their Action 4, would probably be best for me. But the GoPro has served me well. I got new batteries for it. They're new Enduro batteries, and they solved pretty much all of my issues with this camera. They can withstand higher temperatures, and I don't have to worry about, you know, the battery not lasting my commute or not in cold weather. They made a big difference. Motovlogging, when you start, is all about finding what works for you. And what works for you might not work for me, and what, you know, vice versa. So in these scenarios, you really have to figure out what works. For me, I started out uploading 1 video a week. That's what I wanted to do, once a week. And I'll tell you what, I actually got burned out. There was 3 months earlier in the year that I didn't upload anything, and I think that really, really hurt my channel. So what you guys really need to focus on when you start is consistency. You have to set a schedule and stick to it. Not saying that you can't miss an upload here or there, especially if you make a post about it telling people that, but remain as consistent as you can, and it'll drive your growth. And you don't have to have a big fancy bike like this. You can have whatever you want. Now, one of many things I try to do that a bunch of others will tell you is to work on something to improve the quality each time that you upload. Try new things, you know, really work to up your game. And now, if you watch some of the first videos that I posted, it's actually pretty evident that I've upped my game in terms of quality. But video to video, like of the newer ones, you can't really tell. Getting that gimbal was one of them, but constantly working toward upping the quality, regardless of, you know, what that entails. Is it how steady the shots are? Is it the filters that you use on the cameras? Is it the audio? Just always working toward that perfect setup. You know, regardless what you think is perfect, doesn't mean that it's perfect to everybody. And that's something I really want to harp on, is because there's a lot of motovloggers out there, a lot of big ones, that claim that they have the perfect setup, and as soon as they debut it and they show you what they do and they said, your setup sucks, I don't like their setup. It's way too much voice and not enough bite. There's not enough blend of noise. You know, their microphone does such a good job at capturing their voice when they're riding that you get no wind noise and you get no engine noise, or very little engine noise. And for me, I don't like that as a viewer. I want to hear a little bit of wind noise, you know, not enough to where it takes away from the experience, but enough to, you know, give you that sense of speed along with the exhaust noise. I think both are very critical to good motovlogs. That, along with camera quality, means the world for these types of videos. And I see you guys commenting, and I really appreciate the support of everybody saying how good the quality is for how few subscribers I have. And that's part of the reason I'm trying to up my game so much, is so that it gets exposed to more people, that and that reinforcement really helps. So I appreciate that. As I mentioned earlier, when going over all of the different things, get OEM components whenever you're getting anything extra for your cameras. Like my GoPro Media Mod, it's expensive for an accessory, but getting a third party to try to do what it does consistently and reliably is one of the harder things to do. So ensuring that it is, you know, that is a GoPro branded product makes me feel a little better about trusting that it's going to be able to do its job consistently. Now, be that as it may, I did have an issue with the Media Mod one of the times where I plugged in my microphone, did an entire ride like this, and the audio was completely toast. I didn't get any audio from the entire video. It was stuck between audio sources somehow. It was just completely dead silence the entire ride. So that really bummed me out, and that really hurts when you're motovlogging. So one thing that I've implemented because of that problem, again, adapting to, you know, the little things that happen specific to your equipment, is now I check the audio before I even put the helmet on. So I plug in the microphone, turn on the GoPro, and I tap my finger on the internal mic to actually make sure that that's picking up the audio that I need. It's only happened once, but I've now put that in my routine for every time that I make a video, because the audio is the most crucial part. Yes, I have a backpack microphone picking up stuff, but that's not gonna be able to pick up voices. I really hope at least some of my videos can inspire you guys to get into this, because making videos is some of the most fun and trying times that I've had in recent years. You know, I work full-time. I'm actually in school full-time as well, in college. So I have a lot going on right now, and I'm still making it work. But it can definitely be difficult at times to get stuff out, especially where we live here in Pennsylvania. It can be temperamental weather-wise too, so you have to put stuff out earlier than normal so that you can kind of count on not having good weather for a week and not be screwed for videos. Oh no, is there traffic? I totally forgot about this. I wish I could lane split in this state, I really do. Very excited to get another battery for this Insta360, because only having one is extremely difficult. Like right now, it's not even recording because I usually do my outros with it, and I don't want to risk not having a battery, you know, near the end of the video. So I'm going to start it like near the end so that I get everything recorded. The one pain in the butt with these cameras is as soon as it cuts out, or, you know, something like the battery has an issue, like those batteries I was talking about I got on Amazon, it just corrupts the file and you can't repair it. I should just right lane it, shouldn't I? Best part of owning a motorcycle is being able to slide in wherever. Ooh, I can touch a truck. I touched a road cow. Do it, let him in so I can speed around. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it.
Hi.
Didn't realize there was a state trooper sitting there, but hey, I was just trying to merge over. Now we do have to get our daily event in, so we might do that real quick. That was easy. Ooh, we got some good pops. Sound check. Nice. And I really hope I can encourage you guys to be doing this kind of stuff, because other than the entry point being, you know, maybe a little pricey depending on what you want to buy, and, you know, obviously having a motorcycle, it's so much fun, and it never hurts to just start uploading videos, dealing with the hate comments, dealing with the, the comments helping you improve. Really optimizing what your subscribers want to see is the biggest thing. Now for me, I make these videos for fun, but I also want to make them so that you guys can enjoy watching them on a weekly basis too. So it's kind of a win-win between us that you can drop topics in the comments and I can make videos on them. Like, I get the reason for this video is because of that. Everybody dropping comments, what setup do you use? Hey, great quality, can you go through a setup video? And this one is, this video is nowhere near as professional as some of the motovloggers that I've seen, but I hope this gives you some good insight as to, what all is involved with producing these kind of videos. I think if this channel ends up getting big enough to the point where I can really start putting money into it, I would love to get a full frame camera or like a DSLR, something like that, to be able to shoot photos for thumbnails and be able to shoot B-roll, because the video on those cameras looks absolutely insane. I think the biggest thing, aside from the camera gear that you use and the quality of your upload, is your personality, because that's really what sets you apart from everybody else with a camera strapped to their helmet on a motorcycle. Really engaging with everybody and being able to express your emotions on how you're feeling during the ride, or what you see and what you think about what you see. That's a whole different aspect that I'm obviously still working on, but I would love to hear your guys' feedback on what I can improve on as well, because this is a constructive video. It's not meant to be me telling you what to do, because I'm just a little tiny channel on YouTube and I have a lot to learn. You can see over that bridge there, Beaver Stadium here in Happy Valley, PA, aka State College. See if I can get closer to the barrier so you guys can see. There you go. To summarize what this video is all about, it's all about the gear you have and the tools you use, the personality you have, and your ability to put those two together. I think that is the killer combo for anybody looking to get into motovlogging, is to get comfortable behind the camera for one, and get comfortable behind the tools that you're using for two. For any of you guys looking to start a channel, I wish you the best of luck, and I really look forward to seeing you guys progress. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me in the comment section below or to my email. I also look forward to you guys telling me what I can do to make better videos. Well, we are about to roll up on Best Buy, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you have an amazing day, and I'll catch you on the next one.